You know, when I was a young lad, I went into the magic shop and asked to see the famous 4 card trick, and the guy behind the counter showed me 1 2 of clubs, he showed me 2 2 of clubs, he showed me 3 2 of clubs, and then he showed me 4 2 of clubs. I said, I don't want the 4 2 of clubs trick. He said, well, why didn't you say? He then showed me he had 1 Queen of Hearts, he had 2 Queen of Hearts, he had 3 Queen of Hearts, and he showed me he had 4 Queen of Hearts. I said, I don't want 4 Queen of Hearts either. I want the famous 4 card trick. The famous 4 ace trick. He said, well, why didn't you say? And with that, he showed me he had all 4 aces. And that's a miracle.
Covey. Covey, we've never met before, but this is I kind of call it a mystery card. If I tell you what we're going to do as well, I'm going to use those kings again. Yeah. I'm going to use the kings as a kind of what do they call a catalyst. I'm going to leave them here on the mat for a second. Covey, can you take any card you wish from the deck? You sure about that one? Okay, have a good look at it, as long as you're sure about it. And can you sign your name across the face of it for me? If it's a picture card, a court card, you might find it difficult, so you may want to do the edge a bit. Okay?
Can I show people?
Yeah, show everybody. I'll show the camera. There's one behind you there. There you got it. Okay, would you place it back for me? Again, I think I know what the card is. Now, with this trick, it's kind of 2 tricks in one. I'm hoping you folks are observant. Am I right? Yeah? Don't forget we've got the kings here. Watch this. King of clubs goes under the mystery card. Is that fair? The king of spades goes above it. And the heart and diamond I'm going to leave in the corner of the mat here. Can you remember what's here? Heart and diamond, club and spade. Watch. I think I've just switched them. You probably didn't catch that, did you? What was here? No, it's the club and spade down here, you see. And obviously over here is the heart and a diamond, yeah? Oh, by the way, I forgot to say, do you remember the mystery card I put down at the very beginning before you even chose a card? Can you take it out and have a look at it? That card happens to be yours, signed. The 10 of diamonds with your writing on it. Yeah, I've got to show something else.
I like to work with borrowed packs of cards. It's always the best way to work. And I need 2 random cards out of the deck. So having shuffled the cards, I use the top 2 cards. I also need from the deck a few cards. I'm going to need, I'll use 3 cards for this. So the first card that we've got here is the Jack of Clubs. If I do this, instantly these cards are now all jacks. I mean, they really are all jacks. That's pretty good, isn't it? Shall I see if I can repeat it for you? Okay. I'll lose that jack to the deck. If I take this card, it happens to be the 10 of spades. If I do this, I can change these to, no, not the 4 10s. I can actually change these to Aurora Flush in spades. That's pretty good.
These cards, by the way, now, if people my age or older will remember that the international Magic playing cards, these cards always were nearly always black backed.
Black, yeah.
They were black, and this is the truth. And these are all jokers. This is the original joker. And I used to collect these to practice Magic. And let me show you what I mean by practicing Magic. So I've got 4 of these jokers here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, if I turn that joker face down, by magic, the other ones will follow suit. So they'll all turn face down one by one. For instance, I've now got 2 face down, without any movements at all.
No movement?
No, I've got 3 face down, without any movements
any
at all.
Any displacements or anything?
I've got 4 face down jokers. But I can reverse the process. Because if I turn that joker face up, this one turns face up. In actual fact, all 4 jokers turn face up again.
That's very sweet.
Now the jokers do something else because they're also quick change artists.
Oh, are they?
You remember the colour
like the Marx Brothers.
Yeah, a little bit like the Marx Brothers. Actually, nothing like the Marx Brothers.
Oh,
but anyway,
sorry, I'm trying to help.
do you remember they were black, weren't they?
They were black, yes.
Well, you really aren't watching because in actual fact,
purple, red, blue, and green. Absolutely marvellous.
And that, by the way, is something. If you ever get an old set of these cards,
yes,
you can do miracles with just 4 jokers.
Oh, that's excellent. Put it there again.
There we are.
Oh,
that's Aurora Borealis.
Well, this is okay. We've got 5 backs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When I turn the cards over, on the other side there was backs as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 backs. 5 backs. So backs both sides. I mean, really backs both sides. Look, there's a back there. 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 really weird cards, you know, backs both sides. But being a magician and a card player, I wanted the best hand in poker, and that was easy because I got myself a Royal Flush and Spades. That can't be beaten. I went to the magic shop when I was a young boy and asked for the 4-ace trick, and he showed me 1, 2, 3, 4 Jack of Diamonds. Well, I thought there's nothing much you can do with 4 Jack of Diamonds, so I decided to read the instructions further, and they said all you do is you snap your fingers and you can get yourself, as requested, the 4 aces. So whilst we've got the kings out of the deck, I'll just show you something else, and this is like a royal marriages type trick. Hope you enjoy it. So we've got the king of diamonds, the king of spades, the king of hearts and the king of clubs. Now, the kings one by one will turn face up in the packet as if by magic, and the first king has just turned face up. I can prove it to you, and the first king has just turned face up, and there it is, the king of hearts. I'll do it again for you. All I have to do is flick the cards like that. This time I get the king of clubs. I can do the king of spades as well. Watch, and there's the king of spades. That leaves one more, the king of diamonds, and that can do something else, because if I do this, not only has the king of diamonds turned face up, and there it is, the kings have located 1 card each. And the cards they've located are their mates. The king of diamonds located the queen of diamonds, the king of spades, the queen of spades, the king of clubs, the queen of clubs, and the king of hearts, the queen of hearts. That's the royal marriages.
I'd like to show you about the acrobatic jacks, jackrobats if you will, and obviously for that I need the 4 jacks. Well, there's 1, there's 2, there's 3, and there's 4 jacks, and they're going to do a little bit of acrobatics for us. So we've got the jack of diamonds, the jack of spades, the jack of hearts, and the jack of clubs. I'll leave them here for a moment. Now, if I take the bottom jack, turn it face up, and the top jack, turn it face up, that means the other 2 are face down in between them. But all I have to do is this, snap my fingers, you see, and suddenly they all are now face down. Acrobats, jackrobats. I'll do it again. Look, I'll take the top one, turn it face up, take the second one, turn it face up, the other 2 are face down in between. But all I have to do is this, and suddenly they are all face down. But let me try something else, because I'd like to do it with aces. You see, if I do this, I get myself the ace of spades. That's the big bullet, that's the big one. But I can try something else for you right here, because if I can get 1 ace, maybe I can get the other aces as well.
Let's ask you to choose a card from the deck. What they often do is they spread the cards on the table, they ask you to choose one. But I go further than that. Some magicians will do this strange old affair and ask you to say stop, but I go further than that. All I'm going to ask you to do is to give me a number between, well, 1 and 52, but really we'd be here all night, so keep it low, keep it not too low, not too high, between say 10 and 20. Give me any number you want between 10 and 20.
17.
17, so I'm going to deal to the 17th card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. That's the 17th card. Now most magicians would have you look at that and remember it, but I'm going to go further than that, because using numerology, 1 plus 7 is 8. I'm going to deal to the 8th card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Could you have a look at that card and then show the camera? Would you return it? Okay, that's fair dues, isn't it? So you're remembering a card.
Yes.
Now, I'm going to try and work out what the card is, because some magicians will go through the deck to find it. I go further than that. I just use mind power. Whee. It's a black card. It's a spade. The card you just chose, and you came up with any number you wanted to, was a 2 of spades.
It was.
But I can go further than that, because most magicians would just end there. I can do this. T-W-O, that's 2. Spades, S-P-A-D-E-S, and there's the 2 of spades. Now most magicians will end there, but I can go further than that. I can, honestly, because as that's a 2, so are those. And as I said, spades over here, wouldn't it be nice to get the best spades, a royal flush? How is that?
That's very good.
There we are.
Hello folks, I'd like to show you how the card cheats cheat in places like Las Vegas. I'm giving the cards a good shuffle here, and I'm going to show you a bit about card control. This is how we shuffle in the United Kingdom. In America, when they shuffle, they give the cards a more thorough shuffle, and I'm going to do it for you right here, so you can see the cards really are being mixed. There's one shuffle. Let's do it again just to make sure these cards really are being thoroughly mixed. When we've done that, I'm going to, yeah, look at that, that's a good shuffle. Now, I'm going to deal 4 hands of poker. There'll be 5 cards in each hand, 1, 2, 3, 4. And when I've done that, I'm going to mix them face up and face down, so therefore thoroughly mixing them. So the deck has been thoroughly mixed anyway. I'm now going to mix them in an unusual fashion. I'll turn those face up and those face up. I'm going to shuffle these cards into these cards. So let's have a look here. Those are mixed. Let's do it again with these face up into face down cards. Those are mixed. Let's do it again. Those cards into those cards, and the cards are thoroughly mixed. Let's see. Yeah, look, there's face up and face down cards. The face up cards aren't great, but let's take out the face down cards, the ones we haven't seen yet. And there happens to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. Well, those cards really are the best cards in the game of poker, because those cards there happen to be a Royal Flush in spades.
You know, folks, a lot of people know that oil and water don't mix. More people know that they don't mix. It's something I learned when I was a small boy in the 60s. That oil and water, you put them together and they separate. It's the same with the playing cards. I've already started with the cards separated so you can see this. The blacks represent the oil, the reds represent the water. So I've got 10 cards here, alternating in colour. What's this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. They're alternating in colour, reds and blacks. Now from the top, it's red, black, red, black, red. So remember that, red, black, red, black, red. These cards here are the same, red, black, and red. Now if I do this, the magic's happened because they've separated, because these cards over here are now all the water cards, they're all the red cards. If they're the red cards, these must be the black. Well, they are black, but they are the best blacks you can get in a game of poker. These cards here are Royal Flush in spades, and that can't be beaten. You know, when I was a young boy, I went into the magic shop and asked to see the famous 5 Joker card trick. And the guy behind the counter showed me 5 blue-back playing cards from the casinos in America. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And like I say, they're all jokers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He said, I'm going to mix them face up and face down like this. And he did that to show me they were alternating face up, face down, face up, face down, and face up. He said, all I have to do is give the cards one cut and a snap of the fingers, and instantly those jokers will turn face up. And they did. He also said, you know, these are quick change artists. I said, yeah, what do you mean? He said, they're going to change colour. Not the faces, but the backs, because they were blue, but now they're green, red, mauve, pink, and orange. And that, folks, really is the mystery of the 5 jokers. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Hello folks, it's Paul Gordon here. I'm going to show you a very oldie of mine.
Oldie but good, eh?
Oldie but good one. It's an old effect, but it's a different method, and it goes back to my book, Card Magic Companion, I think, but it's in gold dust anyway.
Okay.
Gold dust from 2012. And I need a card chosen. Now, because you can't do this, all I'm going to do is spread the cards, and this is a free choice. I've got the 2 black jacks here. Just say stop where you want, Graham.
Stop.
Yeah, it really is a free choice. That's that card there. And I'll get you to have a look at it. So, can the camera see that?
Yeah,
Got it?
Got it, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll lose it into the deck. Now, I'm going to use the jacks here to locate the card. So we've got the jack of clubs and jack of spades. Watch very closely. Kind of slow motion card trick. I'm going to cut them into the deck. You can see there. And I'm going to mix the cards face up and face down. So half face up and half face down, which is not easy, but I'll try and do this. I've got this look of concentration that we all have when we do this kind of thing.
Yeah.
Those are being, can you see that mix?
Yeah.
They are. Okay. Watch very closely. I'll give the cards one cut. If I do that and spread the deck, you'll see the jacks have captured one playing card. All the other cards are face down except for one.
Excellent.
And that card is your card.
Splendid, splendid.
This is the very sad tale of my great uncle Reg. Uncle Reg was a really bad card player. card cheat as well. I mean, he wasn't very good at it. Should have packed up years ago, but he didn't. And this particular game he was playing, he was kind of holding the cards very tightly and kind of crowding them a little bit. But he did have 5 red back playing cards. They asked to see what cards he had because they just didn't trust him. So eventually he showed the cards. He said, look, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 10 of spades. They said, look, you cannot have 5 10 of spades in any kind of card game. Get rid of one. So he did. But he continued to hold the cards tightly and this, that and the other. And eventually they said, look, if you want to continue this game, we want to see what you've got. He said, well, I'll be honest with you, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look, you can't have 5 10 of spades, they said. Get rid of another one. So he did. They said, what have you got now? Well, he kind of looked around a little bit, furtive. He said, well, I'll be honest with you, I've actually got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 10 of spades. They said, look, you've got to get rid of another one as well. This just isn't good enough. They said again, what have you got? He said, well, I'll be honest with you, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 10 of spades. They said, look, you've got to get rid of another one. Eventually they said, look, if you want to continue here before we beat you up and throw you out of the building, what have you got? He said, well, I'll be honest with you, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 10 of spades. They said, look, you've got to get rid of another one. You're going to be out of this game, out of town, that's it. He said, look, I'll get rid of another one. Eventually I said, look, we really don't trust you. What have you got in your hand there? He said, well, I've actually only got 2 10 of spades. But this one's from the game last Wednesday and this one's from the game last Friday. Eventually I said, well, what's down here then? He said, well, I'll be honest with you, down here I've got the 10, Jack, Queen, King, Ace. It was at that stage they shot him. Hello folks, it's Paul Gordon here, and I want to tell you that I think Simon Aronson's prior commitment routine is a startler. When it first came out in 2001, I wanted to be able to do the same kind of a routine, but with a borrowed deck, which you can't do in the original, and a shuffled deck, a genuinely shuffled deck by the spectator, which you can't do in the original. So I worked out the following, which took some working out, I can tell you. I worked out the following, and it appeared in Gold Dust Finale in 2013, and Simon himself liked my ideas. Well, since then I've actually improved my ideas and streamlined the whole thing. So remember, it's from a borrowed shuffled deck, which you just cannot do in the original. These cards are genuinely shuffled, and I guess I can't prove that to you, but they are being genuinely shuffled. And once they are shuffled by the spectator, I'm going to look for 2 assistants. Yeah, 2 assistants I need from the cards. They're going to help me in a minute. Yeah, I've got them. I'm going to use the 7 of clubs and the 7 of spades. These 2 cards will help me. And talking of assistants, I could actually do with a couple of assistants here in person to help me. We don't have those, so we're just going to have to make believe as I go through this whole thing. So, the first person to my right, I'd like you to cut some cards off and look at the card that you cut to. We'll show the screen there. The second spectator cut some cards off, and you remember the card that you cut to. We'll put that on the screen as well. So 2 cards have been freely chosen, and it is a free choice as well. And don't forget, by the way, I've got my 2 assistants in the deck. The 7 of clubs and the 7 of spades. They are my 2 assistants. So, and if they're going to assist, they should assist in doing something. They're going to assist by telling me something about the position of the cards. 2 selections that the 2 spectators made. Yeah, they've done it. They've told me that they made those 2 predictions earlier, and those 2 predictions are down here, and they've been there from the very start, and they are 15 and 42. What does that mean? Well, it means this. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, and 42. That means that the 15th card and the 42nd card in the deck, the predictions were out way beforehand. They are the 2 selections.